Fans of Live with Kelly and Mark are once again concerned about Ripa's health. They expressed their worries about her health at this time last year, and a year later, viewers of ABC talk shows are still discussing the same issue. Do supporters need to be concerned? Real-time Ripa Kelly. Many conversations about retirement in 2023 last year. Viewers of Live with Kelly and Mark heard the morning talk show's longtime host regularly discuss retiring. She obviously has a sharp mind. People are concerned about her well-being, though, because she isn't even 60 yet. A year ago, Ripa and Mark Consuelos created a large number of re-recorded episodes for the live show, which annoy fans. They took a break at the end of the season, but they did more toward the end of the year. This time, viewers may consider that pre-recorded sessions might not be a bad idea if she is ill, despite their anger about it. Having a slim figure next to Mark Consuelos, the live over the holidays, the hosts enjoyed a leisurely time at the beach with Kelly and Mark Consuelos appeared quite well. However, monsters and critics saw that some Instagram users were worried about his wife. The source claims that a lot of people felt she appeared too thin. Real time in her caption, Ripa wrote, "Salutations from Captain's Underpants, a final swim." Both hosts will likely soon be back at work delighting live viewers, according to ABC fans. Some, however, observed that she was just as slender as ever following their trip. Some fans expressed genuine concern for her in the comments section. She works out a lot and is in excellent shape, but some people think she may not be eating healthily. Okay, so everyone is up here acting like Kelly is in good health. Apparently, someone at Instasuelos has been overindulging in peanut butter, whereas someone hasn't. She appears to be anorexic. I want to feed you, yet you both look amazing. However, a lot of live fans pointed out that because they both work out so much, being slim does not always mean being ill. Those who seemed worried about Ripa's health were reprimanded by fiercely devoted people. Indeed, a considerable number of individuals believed that the slender physique inspired them to consider getting off the couch in 2024. How do you feel about Ripa's extremely skinny appearance? Do you believe she is ill? However, have you ever noticed that Mark Consuelos' wife appears to be overweight? For over 2 decades, Ripa has been the energetic heartbeat of morning television. Whether delivering witty commentary, bantering with her co-hosts, or guiding viewers through the controlled chaos of live broadcasts, she has become synonymous with charm, humor, and unstoppable drive. But this week, that familiar spark dimmed for a moment, just long enough to send fans into a spiral of shock, speculation, and genuine concern for her well-being. The unease began during a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, when viewers noticed something strikingly different about Ripa's demeanor. Instead of her signature bright presence, she appeared subdued, almost fragile, with faint signs of fatigue that did not go unnoticed. Her voice seemed softer, her movements slower, and her overall appearance gave an impression of someone pushing through discomfort rather than thriving in her element. Social media immediately ignited with theories. Some assumed she was simply tired. Others suspected she was fighting off a cold. But a large number of viewers feared it was something more serious, something she was trying to mask in order to keep the show running smoothly. After all, Ripa has long been known as a professional who refuses to let anything stand in the way of her commitment to her audience. What made fans even more alarmed was the subtle but unmistakable shift in her posture and energy. At one point, while discussing the morning's trending topics, she paused unexpectedly, taking a moment longer than usual to gather her words. Mark Consuelos, ever the attentive co-host, cast her a quick glance, a look that longtime fans interpreted as silent concern. Ripa, in her characteristic fashion, brushed past the moment and continued, but the hesitation lingered in viewers' minds. By the afternoon, hashtags surrounding her health began trending. Comment sections filled with hundreds of questions. Is Kelly okay? Did something happen backstage? Should she take time off? The collective anxiety reflected just how deeply audiences have connected with her over the years. For many, she is not merely a host. They see her as a familiar part of their daily routine, someone whose presence sets the tone for the rest of their morning. Insiders from the live production team later hinted that Ripa had been dealing with a particularly demanding week behind the scenes. Between preparing for upcoming segments, juggling promotional commitments, and managing personal obligations, she had barely slept. Those close to her suggested exhaustion was the likely culprit, though they emphasized that she often pushes herself harder than most people realize. This wouldn't be the first time Ripa has worked through physical strain. Throughout her career, she has shown an ironclad determination to keep the show going even when battling migraines, seasonal illnesses, or long filming schedules. But fans felt that this latest episode seemed different. It wasn't the usual high-spirited Kelly powering through a minor setback. It was someone who appeared physically and emotionally drained. Some viewers believed her sudden shift in appearance hinted at a deeper health issue. The camera showed her looking slightly thinner, and a few fans pointed out that she seemed a little pale under the studio lights. While such speculation is common in the world of celebrity media, the intensity of the reaction demonstrated how protective the audience feels about her. Despite the swelling concern, Ripa offered no direct explanation on air. She maintained her professionalism and continued hosting as though everything were perfectly fine. For many dedicated viewers, her silence spoke volumes. Kelly Ripa has always been selective about revealing personal struggles. She knows the weight her public presence carries, and she has often chosen to shoulder discomfort privately rather than worry her fans. Behind the scenes, however, production sources claim she has been advised to take more breaks and pace herself. Those close to her reportedly urged her to step back and rest, even if only for a day or two. Still, friends say she is reluctant to do so, worried it would disrupt the rhythm of the show or spark even more speculation. Mark Consuelos, who knows her better than anyone else on set, seemed especially attentive during that broadcast. At moments when Ripa hesitated or appeared distracted, he subtly guided the conversation, stepping in with comments or transitions to alleviate any pressure on her. Observant fans took his behavior as further proof that something was off. In the days that followed, the audience continued to search for clues. When she returned for the next episode with a slightly improved demeanor, viewers breathed a temporary sigh of relief. But many insisted she still didn't look like herself. Concerned fans urged her through social media messages to prioritize her health and take a short hiatus if needed. The discussion eventually shifted from worry to admiration. Many praised her dedication, calling her resilience admirable, though they simultaneously stressed that even the strongest personalities need rest. Ripa's enduring work ethic is part of what makes her beloved, but it also reminds fans just how much pressure public figures carry, pressure that rarely eases, even when they are unwell. Some entertainment analysts pointed out that morning television hosts often underestimate how closely viewers observe them. Because the show is live and unscripted, audiences pick up every nuance, every shift in tone, every expression that feels slightly out of place. Understanding this dynamic, fans felt justified voicing their concerns. For them, this wasn't gossip. It was a heartfelt reaction to a host they have watched, trusted, and loved for years. As the conversation surrounding her health continues, one thing has become clear: viewers will always support Kelly Ripa, whether she's at her best or struggling through an off day. Their concern is a testament to the emotional bond she has built with millions of households across the country. At this point, Ripa has not publicly addressed the situation, and no official statement from ABC or the live production team has been released. Until more information emerges, fans remain both hopeful and vigilant, watching closely for any signs of improvement. What remains undeniable is the powerful impact Kelly Ripa has had on morning television. Her authenticity, humor, and unwavering presence have made her more than a host. She is a cultural staple, so when she falters, even for a moment, The entire audience feels it. For now, fans simply hope she listens to her body, takes a moment to breathe, and returns with the bright, unstoppable energy they have come to adore. Whether she needs a day, a week, or more, her supporters are ready to stand behind her every step of the way.